Hello everyone, my name is Paul, Flight Ops Team Lead with the Pilot Club, and welcome to episode 19 of TPC Hangar, where we discuss upcoming flights as well as go over any specific information related to the club. In this episode, we're going to be talking about flights August 1st to August 7th. This episode is also brought to you by VATSIM. VATSIM is short for Virtual Air Traffic Simulation Network. It is a completely free online platform which allows virtual pilots, wherever they are in the world, to connect their flight simulators into one shared virtual world. VATSIM also simulates air traffic control in this virtual world, creating the ultimate as real as it gets experience for you, the virtual aviation enthusiast. With over 110,000 active members in 2021, connecting your flight simulator to VATSIM allows you to join hundreds of other pilots in the virtual skies, flying all kinds of aircraft all over the world. As a VATSIM member, you can join many other communities, such as the Pilot Club, across the world to enhance your flying skills and flight simulator experience in shared virtual airspace. You can also become a virtual air traffic controller, adding the extra bit of realism for you and your fellow enthusiasts. The real beauty of VATSIM is that it caters to people who are completely new to the hobby, as well as seasoned flight simmers. Before we get into the flights for the week, I have a message from our founder, Serge.
In this episode, I'd like to mention our resources and tools section on the website, where you can find things like flight sim tools, tips and tricks for VATSIM, tips on your PC and sim setup, some DLC, as well as information on various aircraft operation and model matching. We also have a section on quick tools in which you can quickly check the status of various servers such as VATSIM, Discord, Microsoft. We also have a quick link for aviation weather and digital ATIS in the real world that you can check if you're flying uncontrolled and need to know what runway a particular airport is landing in the real world, and then also the SimAware flight tracking link. We have a big section on the flight sim tools. As you can see here, we recommend various tools and add-ons that will help you be more successful in your flight sim. As far as PC sim setup, here's the Flight Simulator 2020 recommended update procedure, where you can find the community folder location. Also, if you have any issues, there's a link to the forum thread. And then, thanks to Michael, we also have some Explain resources where you can fine-tune your Explain experience. Our DLC section includes TPC recommended mods for Flight Simulator 2020, all tested and recommended. One quick note though, on number 2, toolbar pushback is actually not recommended currently because there is a memory leak issue with it, so I recommend not installing that. Okay, our VATSIM section on the resources page tells you how to get on VATSIM, how to get started, also a little bit about communications and some miscellaneous things such as transponder codes that you can look up. Aircraft operations section is continuously and constantly being updated. We've added the G3000 avionics operations manual. We have a solid section on 172 Skyhawk, including the POH information manual, and even how to build a custom C172 switch panel, which James graciously built for the club. We have the Kodiak POH, CJ4 user guide, Phoenix information, fly-by-wire information, and of course Honda Jet came out recently, so we have a POH for that as well. And then we get to model matching, and in model matching we have a couple of tools that you can use, as well as, if you're not using custom model matching, how to make sure that let's say if you're flying GA, those GA aircraft don't show up as airliners. So all of that is on the website under the resources, and you can go to quick tools, main page resources and tools, and then of course model matching we've kind of separated here in the link because it's a very popular topic. At any rate, I hope you enjoyed this little quick tip about these tools and resources available to you. Please do take advantage of them, and happy flying.
I also have a message from one of our TPC Charters managers, James.
TPC Charters, the virtual airline of the Pilot Club, has seen substantial growth over the past few weeks. Our ever-increasing network of 23 FBOs now allows us to provide jobs linking our Class Bravo FBOs in such a way that our pilots can fly connecting routes all across the U.S. We are now also creating Charters jobs that tie in with a select number of TPC weekly events. These allow our charter pilots to fly the events as charter jobs and receive extra TPC points for doing so. We'll even make special arrangements to provide extra aircraft and crew for these events. And speaking of aircraft, our regular fleet now includes 7 airliners, 3 business jets, along with over 20 GA aircraft. But perhaps our favorite area of growth has been in the number of flights our pilots have been logging, with well over 300 hours logged so far this month. To reward the pilot who logged the most hours this month, we'll be announcing the winner of the TPC Charters Top Gun Award for July on Tuesday, August 2nd. And that means everyone gets a fresh start as we wipe the slates clean and start the count over again to see who will be our Top Gun pilot for the month of August. That's it from TPC Charters this week.
Once you make your way over to thepilotclub.org, click on Dispatch. This will always get you to the newest flights that we have upcoming for the week. First up, GA Tuesday, hosted by Mark and Miguel. This will be the last part of our California tour. For this flight, we'll be flying from Brown Municipal Field to Avi-Sequila. Mark and Miguel have done a great job coming up with all the specific details for this flight, so make sure you read it in full. Also, to give you an idea on what the route looks like, 180 nautical mile flight. Up next is our weekly TPC Sky Blue Radio Fly-In Thursday event hosted by Rich. For this flight, the great team over at Memphis Arctic have hand-selected 3 facilities for us to enjoy. Once you make your way over to our website, don't forget to click the player to listen to the newest music from Sky Blue Radio, as well as make your way over to skyblueradio.com, sounding great at any altitude. First up for this event, we have the Class Charlie of Northwest Arkansas. 2 parallel 8,800-foot runways, perfect for the large guys. Next up, we have Rogers Executive, Class Delta, bringing a 6,000-foot runway, good for the exec jets. Lastly, we have Bentonville Municipal, good for the small GA guys, brings 2 runways, paved 4,400-foot runway, and looks like a grass at 2,400 feet long. To give you an idea, kind of a crammed area. There's the Class Charlie, there's the Delta, and of course if you're flying into Bentonville, just make sure you avoid the airspace, the shelf, gotta make sure you maintain on a 2,900 when coming in. Again, we welcome all traffic, hope to see you all there. It's the High Sierra F&O event hosted by Ethan. For this one, we'll be flying from Reno down to Phoenix. We will be departing out of the Class Charlie of Reno International, Romeo November Oscar, and we'll be flying down to the Bravo of Phoenix Sky Harbor, Papa Hotel X-Ray. Routing is made available on the middle of the page, and to give you an idea of what it looks like on SkyVector, we have a 554 nautical mile flight. This Saturday we have 3 events for everybody. One of the busiest Saturdays we've ever had. First up, we have the World Tour hosted by Lucas. I brought Lucas on to talk a little bit more about the flight. Take it away, Lucas.
Thanks, Paul. Alright guys, well, the World Tour is our monthly event, which takes place on every first Saturday of the month. And this coming Saturday, August 6th at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, we're venturing out on our leg number 12 of the World Tour flight, where we depart Sri Lanka and Colombo and head over to Bangkok, Thailand. It's one of our longest flights on the tour, coming in at a whopping 3 hours, but that gives us lots of time to chat and see the beautiful Bay of Bengal to the north end of the Indian Ocean, and then we'll descend over the Andaman Sea. If you have any Sri Lankan rupees left over, make sure you exchange them for your Thai baht and get your EFBs ready, and let's continue east around the globe on the Pilot Club's World Tour.
Right after Lucas's World Tour is BVA's 23rd annual Boston Tea Party, where they will be reporting live from Nashua, New Hampshire, and they will also be giving away tons of cool prizes. The Boston Tea Party Poker is a great game that gives pilots a chance to win some cool prizes. Each time that you land at a Bravo, Charlie, or Delta airport within inside the Boston airspace, send center a private message and you'll get 1 poker card. If you land at an airport that's staffed by a tower controller, you're going to get 2 cards. You must fly to an airport that's at least 50 nautical miles apart within a straight line. Once you obtain 5 cards, you can keep flying, discarding, and picking up new cards to help better your hand. The pilot with the best hand at the end of the event wins their pick of available prizes. More than 10 winners will be selected. Full set of rules will be listed on their website, and we'll have a link directly to it as well. And the last flight on Saturday is VATSIM's First Wings event. These events are specifically designed for pilots that are new to the network that are looking to get their toes wet for the first time. For this edition of First Wings, they'll be featuring 2 airports in Australia, Sydney and Brisbane. Both before and during the event, experienced and patient controllers and pilots will be on the VATSIM Discord as well as on our own Discord to answer any questions that you might have. And it's the last flight of the week, Sunday Fun Day, hosted by Andrew. He's going to be taking everybody from North Carolina down to Mississippi. So for this flight, we'll be departing the Class Charlie of Piedmont Triad International, and we'll be heading down to the Class Charlie of Jackson, Medgar, Wiley, Evers International. And to give you an idea of the route, 570 nautical miles. Well, that's all we have time for this evening. Thanks for watching episode 19, flights August 1st to August 7th. Please make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check us out on Instagram and Facebook. And of course, where all the magic happens, over on our Discord. Have a great and safe week, everybody.